But there's really, 4 or 5 reasons why somebody should either stay where they're at and renovate what they have or move into something else.
Hi, I'm Wade Hanson. I've been selling luxury real estate in Minnesota and Wisconsin for over 23 years. My entire career has been spent protecting my clients from misinformation and unethical practices by those not looking out for their best interests. This podcast will give you the raw truth about everything real estate so you can make solid, informed decisions about the biggest investment of your lifetime. This is the Raw Real Estate Podcast.
So I sit down with a lot of clients that are making some tough decisions on whether it's time to renovate the current space that they're in or move into something newer or potentially build something new. And there's obviously a lot of factors that go into this and a lot of decisions that have to be made. But there's really, 4 or 5 reasons why somebody should either stay where they're at and renovate what they have or move into something else. The number one reason you should stay where you're at, if you love the location, you love the neighborhood, you love the schools, you love the proximity to maybe your kids' activities, you love the maturity of the neighborhood. That's really something you can't change, you can't replace, and that's something that I would encourage you to take a hard look at renovating your home and staying in your current home if you truly feel the neighborhood is a place that you want to stay in for a long time to come. Number 2, another reason to stay in your home is the home that you're in now will function for you and your family as you continue to age into the home. If that home is functional and you're just doing cosmetic improvements, right now the cost of new construction can potentially be very, very high to get into something that has the similar or same functionality of what you currently have. So staying where you're at and being able to age into that home and a home that's going to be functional for a long time to come may be a good reason for you to spend some money on remodeling or improving that home. Number 3, I just touched on that, the cost of new construction. I see a lot of baby boomers specifically right now that come to me and they're in their 90s built 2-story and they use really one level, and that's the main level and their bedroom upstairs, and that's really all they're using in the home, and they're ready to downsize and get into one level living. Well, they get sticker shock, and the cost to move from their 1990s 2-story into a 2023 built Rambler, they're actually upsizing when it comes to the finances of it. So you're going from selling your $650 house to buying a $950 house just to get into something that's potentially more functional for you. So if you can renovate your current space to make it more functional and usable for what your needs are, that might be a reason to stay in your home. One of the reasons to move, in my opinion, is you're going to price yourself out of the neighborhood if you renovate your home. If you're going to put $300,000 or $400,000 into your $500,000 house and the average sale price in that neighborhood is $500,000 to $600,000, and you've now got $900,000 or $950,000 into your home, that's maybe a good idea to look elsewhere. You don't want to be the most expensive home in your neighborhood or the most expensive home on your block. So if the cost to renovate is going to price you out of the neighborhood, it may be time to look for a new neighborhood. Number 2, renovations will be too intrusive to live through. We all know living through a kitchen remodel can be really, really cumbersome, especially if you've got kids. It's really intrusive and really hard to live through a kitchen remodel. We can all live through a master bathroom remodel. It's easy to use another bathroom, but if the renovations that you're going to make are going to be so intrusive that it's 6 months of a living hell, it's probably a good idea to look at selling what you're in and moving into something else. Another reason to move would be location. You're finding yourself using other amenities in other parts of the city that you weren't using when you first moved into your home. COVID has kind of changed that. So, maybe you bought a home that's close to your office. You're not going into the office anymore, and you find yourself using, bike trails in more of a rural area, and you want to move up to that area, and you don't necessarily need the amenities of the city anymore. I'm seeing a lot of people specifically move out towards the St. Croix River Valley because they're not commuting into the downtown Minneapolis area on a daily basis. They're going in, once a week. So they're able to get into a more rural environment and enjoy those spaces immediately out their back door. So if you're on the fence about staying in your current home and remodeling or moving into another home, don't hesitate to reach out to me. We can have a casual conversation. I can do a walkthrough. We can talk about some of the improvements you're thinking of making, whether or not those improvements are going to add value, and whether or not it makes financial sense for you to stay where you're at or move into something else. Please don't hesitate to reach out if I can help in any way.